Chase Fielder, the newest member of MTF Alpha 9, ran through the forest. Iris, Iris, where are you? What was happening to him? A fighter screaming for an 18-year-old girl as if she was his protector. Iris Thompson, or SCP-105, was hiding in a bush holding a Beretta M9 handgun. She chuckled lightly to herself at the sound of the distressed Chase. Damn Chase, she thought, you can't stay out of trouble for 5 seconds, can you? With that, the human SCP stands up and fires 4 rounds into each of the 4 instances of SCP-3199 that had escaped containment. Chase stopped running and fell to his knees, panting heavily. You alright, Cassette? Iris asked, spinning her now empty handgun on her finger before holstering it. I'm fine, camera girl. Chase huffed. Iris chuckled, dang, shots fired. Chase scoffed in reply, literally. Iris cracked up, shaking her head before kneeling next to Chase. You hurt? Chase shook his head. I'm fine, thanks. Where are the others? Chase said. Iris stood back up and looked around, looking mildly concerned. I don't know. Her blonde hair glistened in the afternoon sun. It was a secluded area in Arizona, in July, even for Chase and Iris, both Arizona natives. It was miserably hot. Iris drank from her canteen. I can't wait to get back to the site. Damn, I need a nap or something. She said in between 10-second chugs. Chase chuckled. Well, you're the one getting thrown back in a cell. Iris glared. Yeah, they're not at all grateful that I saved their best fighter's ass. The year was 2008, and the SCP Foundation was going through a kind of high point. Lots of anomalies are contained safely, missions are going well, and there hasn't been a breach in months. Well, you know, I'm happy it's not 682 that got out. Iris said, no, don't even mention that disgusting thing. Iris chuckled and hugged Chase. The pair were very close friends. Hee hee, you're great, Chase. Now, let's go find the others. Iris lets go of Chase and walks off, beckoning him to follow, smiling. Chase stands and follows Iris. Chase and Iris were happy in each other's presence. But they couldn't be together all that often. They used to talk all the time. That's how it used to be. That's how it was, before the breach. In 2009, as Iris had jokingly referenced a year earlier, SCP-682 breached containment and was not found, as well as SCP-096, SCP-173, and SCP-049. At this time, MTF Alpha 9, now referred to as the Iris of the Eye, as Iris was team leader, has 25 members, 20 fighters, and 4 advisors, plus Iris. Chase would never forget the anger and fear on Iris's face when she learned of the quadruple breach. The breach was the result of a mistake in containment, which caused 682 to escape, which caused a chain reaction. On redacted 2009, Chase, Iris, and multiple others were summoned to the courtyard of SCP Foundation Site-19. Dr. Dusk looked upon the group. The Elite Alpha 9, Last Hope, given the motto, a cut above. Lady and gentlemen, Dusk began, while Iris rolls her eyes at being referred to intentionally as Lady, singular. SCPs 3199, 049, 096, 173, and 682 have all breached containment in a singular incident. Failure to recapture swiftly may result in an end-of-the-world event of an unspecified class. You've all been selected because you are the best of the best available at the current moment. All other potentially dangerous SCPs, for example, SCP-106, SCP-035, and SCP-1808 have been casted in form-fitting titanium molds and placed in silicon carbide and diamond cells that are, for all intents and purposes, practically inescapable. Dusk explained. Iris shook her head, but hold on, 106 could just go into its pocket dimension and be done with it. Dusk shook his head. 106 is not strong enough to carry titanium, even in its pocket dimension. Iris wasn't convinced, but she doesn't press the issue any further. A member of the O5 Council, specifically, O5 to 10, the person who first commissioned Mobile Task Force Alpha 9, enters the room, red hair flowing in the wind. Salutations, ALPHA 9. She spoke. Everyone in Alpha 9 saluted. As you were, said O5-10. You're all here for one reason and one reason alone. To recontain every last one of the escaped SCPs. By any means necessary. 0510 explained. Iris nods. Chase smirks. So, when are we going out? He asked. T-5 minutes, Captain Fielder. 0510 replied. You will all be given your loadouts now, said Dusk. Each member of Alpha 9 was given a P90 PDW, a Scpfr pistol, and a standard SCP Foundation issue knife, as well as a Kevlar vest with the SCP Foundation logo prominently stitched onto the front. Meanwhile, the O5 Council prepared an emergency alert system EAS broadcast to give to the U.S. government to let the citizens know they're in danger, with the plan being to give the population Class A amnestics drugs that cause memory loss after the resolution of the disaster. To avoid a worse mass panic, only one SCP would be broadcast at a time, starting with 173. Note: if you are using the audio clip, you may pause it here and play the EAS video below for a more in-universe feeling. As 0510 had said, the mobile task force was deployed into the desert searching for any SCP they could find, although it was preferable that 173 be contained first, as it is capable of replicating itself and could cause a mass chain reaction. Alpha 9 proceeded into the desert, looking for SCP-173 or any other creature. But they found something completely unexpected. SCP-682, the hard-to-destroy reptile. Careful. Chase began. Do not engage it, he doesn't see us yet. He spoke. Iris, QJ, Alejandro, and Ace nodded. From a distance, Jackie Johnson took aim with an explosive anti-tank rifle for this exact purpose. 682, as far as the Foundation knows, cannot be killed, but it can be severely injured. Jackie waited until Chase gave a signal, then, Jackie fired and 682 exploded into an orange inferno and black cloud. But it wasn't dead. Half of its body was destroyed, but it quickly regenerated. You, disgusting, humans. 682 growled, I will rip apart each and every one of you. 682 charged the group. Suddenly, 682 began floating, and got thrown up and down, getting slammed on rocks, across trees, and into dirt. Chase looked to his right and saw Iris holding a photo with one hand inside it. This means that Iris was using her ability to take 682 and throw it around to keep it from attacking. Iris. Chase yelled, let go of it. Iris looked up, are you insane? She yelled, I'm positive. Just do it. Chase replied. Alejandro held his hand out as Iris dropped SCP-682 and 682 suddenly stopped moving. Alejandro continued to hold his hand out as 682 stood motionless. Call for help. Now. Alejandro muttered. QJ nodded and called for a containment team over radio. Alejandro kept holding his hand out until the containment team arrived, placing SCP-682 into an acid tank and returning it to the site. But the success was short-lived. Within minutes, SCP-682 had once again escaped containment, killing all of the Foundation members who tried to stop it. The Foundation once again contacted the government and had an EAS alert broadcast sent to all devices across the state.